I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood, of the seed of man, and the pleasure that came with sleep. And when I was born, I drew in the common air, and fell upon the earth, that is of like nature, and the first voice that I uttered was crying, as all others do. I was nursed in swaddling clothes, and that with cares. For there is no king that had any other beginning of birth. For all men have one entrance into life, and the like going out. Therefore I prayed, and understanding was given to me. I called upon God, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed riches nothing in comparison of her. Neither did I compare her to any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as little sand, and silver will be counted as clay before her. I loved her above health and beauty, and chose to have her instead of light, for the light that comes from her never goes out. All good things together came to me with her, and innumerable riches in her hands. And I rejoiced in them all, because wisdom goes before them, and I knew not that she was the mother of them. I learned diligently, and do communicate her liberally. I do not hide her riches, for she is a treasure to men that never fails, which they that use become the friends of God, being commended for the gifts that come from learning. God has granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as is meet for the things that are given to me, because it is he that leads to wisdom, and directs the wise. For in his hand are both we and our words, all wisdom also, and knowledge of workmanship. For he has given me certain knowledge of things that are, namely, to know how the world was made, and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alterations of the turning of the sun, and the change of seasons, the circuits of years, and the positions of stars, the natures of living creatures, and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds, and the reasonings of men, the diversities of plants, and the virtues of fruits, and all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know. For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good quick, that cannot be letted, ready to do good, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtle, spirits. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passes and goes through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of God, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. For she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of God, and the image of his goodness. And being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she makes all things new. And in all ages entering into holy souls, she makes them friends of God and prophets. For God loves none but him that dwells with wisdom. For she is more beautiful than the sun, and above all the order of the stars. Being compared with the light, she is found before it. For after this comes night, but vice will not prevail against wisdom.